Hi you guys, this is Karen Jansen from CardioGolf, and I'm coming to you from CardioGolf World Headquarters here in Mooresville, North Carolina. So we're entering in phase 2 of our reintegration into society. It starts on Friday, which means we can go to restaurants, get our hair cut. I need to get my hair cut, and also go to restaurants. But the gyms are still going to be closed, so I don't know when our gym's going to be open. So I haven't been teaching CardioGolf in person. I've been doing it here online, and I just want to offer you another free online CardioGolf class, show you what I do in my CardioGolf program. So a couple of things. I use the Shorty Practice Training Club. This club is short for a couple of reasons, guys. It's short so that you can swing inside and not hit the ceilings or the walls. Also, the club face is closer to the hands, so it's easy to monitor that club face, especially at impact, which is really important because the swing happens so fast. A lot of the times we don't even know what's happening at impact, and the club face is what determines the direction of the ball. So it's really important to make sure your club face is square. It has the feel of a real golf club. It has a real head and the grip, but it's a little bit lighter, so you can swing this a little bit faster, and you can create some club head speed. I also use my CardioGolf slope. So this thing is awesome. It's a fitness platform step. You can see I'm holding it right here. It's made of nice sturdy plastic with a nice rubber mat right here. And it's curved. You can see it's curved for a couple of reasons. So first of all, I designed this for golfers so that you can practice those uphill and the downhill lies. You know, the ones that you have on the golf course, but you can't always practice those on a driving range because there's nowhere to practice. Usually the driving ranges are really flat. So this is great to rehearse those different kind of lies. You can place your foot at different angles to create the different kinds of lies. You can even practice those downhill and create some uphill lies as well. So it's for golfers, but it's also a fitness platform. So we can do a lot of little fitness exercises. It's like a regular step. Also, it has curvature, just like a fairway, but what's good about this is it acts as some instability because it is curved. When you step on it with your ankle, you have to stabilize your ankle, your knee, your hip, and that actually makes your core work a little bit harder than if you were just stepping on a flat surface. So it's as if you were walking in nature on a nature path. You know, when you're walking in nature, you're never on a completely flat lie. You might be stepping on some wood chips or pine cones or different kinds of surfaces. So it's good to exercise with those different kinds of surfaces. So that's what this step is for. It's to practice those uphill and downhill lies, but also to do some exercises. So I want to show you today a little routine for your cardio and your core. I'm going to keep it low impact, but if you want to pick up the pace and go a little bit faster. Now, if you don't have a shorty club and a slope, first of all, you need to get one. They're at cardiogolf.com. If you don't, then you're just going to have to modify and do it without it, so I can kind of show you. So let's start with a little bit of a warm-up, just to get that blood flowing. So hold your shorty club like this, and I'll show you if you don't have a step. And we're going to do a little bit of what we call a cross crawl. So you're stepping and then using your core, twisting and raising that knee up to the opposite elbow. Now, if you don't have the slope, then you can just do it on a flat surface. It works as well, but it's better here on the slope because your body has to angle at different planes of motion. Like I said, you have to stabilize here, so this is a great exercise just to get that core warmed up, your legs, your heart rate. So we're going to do 8 on this side, 3, 2, and 1, and then we're going to go and do 8 on this side. Good. So you're just trying to warm up that core, just trying to get a little bit of muscles warmed up, a little blood flow right here. So this is a great exercise. All right, from here, we're just going to add a little bit of some coordination and some balance. So I'm just going to alternate kicks right here. Like I said, this step is a little bit more challenging than a regular flat one. Because it is curved, you have to really stabilize your ankle. So it does work your core a little bit harder. So it's a good way to practice your balance. So this is just part of the warm-up right here. Now, if you want to add a little bit of a twist, you can do an alternating knee up with a twist. So this is more golf-like. So the idea of this warm-up is to get that heart rate going. You can see I'm starting to get out of breath because I'm talking as well, but that means the heart is pumping a little bit harder than normal, and that gets the blood flowing, the oxygen to those muscles and joints, makes them easier to use. All right, from here, I'm just gonna add a little hamstring curl, get the back of the legs warmed up, alternate. Okay, if you don't have a slope, you can just kind of do some butt kicks like this. All right, it's a good exercise, but it's a little bit better on the slope, going up and down, get your heart rate up a little bit, a little coordination, like I said, stepping on that curved surface makes you work a little bit harder. All right, so we're still in kind of the warm-up phase. From here, let's focus a little bit more on the back of the legs, do a little bit of a hamstring sweep right here. So you can just alternate. And when you do this hamstring sweep, really try to hinge from your ankle, hinge from your hip, and use the back of the leg and get a nice little stretch going. These muscles tend to be tight in a lot of people, but especially golfers. So if your hamstrings are tight, then it's going to be hard to keep your angle during your golf swing. So what usually ends up happening is because these hammies are tight, you end up raising up, or when you come through the impact area, those hamstrings tighten up so you can't really move through the impact area. So let's get those hamstrings really nice and warm. All right, from here, let's just work in a little different plane of motion. We can do a little side lunge right here, using those inner and outer thighs. So holding the shorty club right here, you can extend your arms out, and that, again, makes your core work a little bit harder. All right, and then you can hold right here, really get a nice stretch on your inner thigh right here. So you don't really want to start with static stretches first. You want to start with a dynamic warm-up, and then when you're warmed up, then you can do a few static stretches just to lengthen those muscles. And when you're warming up, you really only want to hold those static stretches for about 5-10 seconds, just enough to get that muscle loosened up. If you're working on flexibility, then you want to do that as an entire different workout, and then you want to hold those stretches for 30 seconds because that's the time it takes to get the muscle to relax. So that would be another whole different workout. All right, so what I'm going to show you is one of the workouts I do in CardioGolf. We're going to do 4 different exercises, 3 cardio and core exercises, and 1 swing exercise. All right, so from here, what we're going to do is just move in some different planes of motion. So you're going to lunge forward, then you're going to lunge side, and then you're going to lunge back, and then do it on the other side. So you're raising up for this lunge, you're going sideways and back. So this will really get your balance. This is a great lower body exercise, really good for your core. And we're working in different planes of motion. Forward, back, side, and then you just want to go for your fitness level. So what I'm doing here is I'm just watching the clock, and I'm just going to go for about 20 seconds. That's about 6 repetitions on each side, and that's a good starting point. If you are more advanced, you can go for 30 or 40 seconds for each interval. All right, so for this next one right here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a side lunge here and just hold and repeat on this side. So now we're really working this glute here. We're really getting some ankle mobility in this front leg right here. And if you want to use your arms out for a core. So again, I'm going to go for about 20 seconds on this side. Just trying to keep a nice range of motion going, really trying to get down low, extend, and then I'm watching the clock, and then I'm going to go over here and do some lunges on this side. So this is really great here for those inner and outer thighs, those abductor, adductors, and your lower body ankle mobility. For 3, for 2, and for 1. All right, from here, your heart rate should be going. So now you're gonna really have to steady yourself and concentrate. From here, you're stepping on the slope right here. And I'm actually I have an ankle issue, so I'm gonna start on my bad ankle first. And I'm just gonna try to do some single leg squats like this. So if you can take your leg up and try to get down low and come back up. So you wanna try to go for about 20 seconds. So this is my ankle I really need to work on. I had an injury, so I'm working up to getting it stronger. And single leg squats are really great for golfers because we're working one side at a time. So you really focus on that side, and then one side can't mask the other. Okay, so now this is gonna be my better side right here. So this is the modification right here, just tapping the toe. And if you can, you're gonna take that leg behind you. The more advanced version would be taking the leg in front of you like this. So great balance exercise. Really try to get down low and come back up. You're going for about 30 seconds. Or actually 20 seconds. We're starting at 20 seconds. All right, from here, step off carefully, and you're just gonna hold the club just with your back arm only, and let's just rehearse the backswing. So I'm holding it as if I were gripping the club with my back arm only, and then I'm gonna get into an upslope position and just work on trying to get into my position at the top. So I wouldn't go back like this, right? I wouldn't keep my arm stuck to my side. I wouldn't watch the club as it swings back. I would just, boom, get into position right here, and just repeating that right there. So I'm just gonna rehearse this backswing right here. Nice, it's a really great exercise. From here, I'm gonna go ahead and put my other arm on and just repeat with the front arm. So this arm is a little bit harder, a little bit more challenging, but it's a great exercise to do. If you have a hard time keeping that straight, this front arm straight, then take your back hand and pull your arm across at the top. Don't let it bend like this. So you're just practicing that backswing right here. All right, so that's the first sequence right here. Now we're gonna do some more exercises and then work on the forward swing. So from here, I'm just gonna show you a couple things that you can do on the slope, getting down on the ground right here. So you can get down here on the ground, get down with control, and what you can do is you can use the slope for a little bit of support, and we can do some core exercises. Hug your knees and your elbows together like this. And then from here, you're gonna do some sweeps right here. So you're trying to keep your belly pulled in, and you're trying to lengthen your arm, and you're just kind of rotating side to side right here. So it's kind of a modified Pilates roll down. Try not to let your knees go out like this. Try to keep your core nice and tight. Good. Try to keep a little space in between your chins. You don't want it tucked here or arched right there. And then you're just sweeping. So this is a great exercise. So we're going for about 20 seconds here. Nice. Using that core, trying to keep that belly pulled in. All right, from here, the next one right here, you can go ahead and sit a little bit more on the slope. Face your fingers inward like this, and then you can actually do some tricep push-ups right here. Good. So this is like the level one right here, doing some tricep push-ups. If you want to, you can even add a little bit of a hip bridge right here, and then lower down with control. So this would be more advanced. Good. So I'm looking at the camera right here just to make sure I'm in the frame, but you want to keep your gaze forward, lift your hips up. So we're really using our triceps, our core. You're pressing your hips, you're trying to get your hips into a nice tabletop position right here, and you're lowering down with control. So the slope just gives you a little assistance. Good. For 3, for 2, and for 1. And you can take a quick little rest, and then we're going to add on to that. So from here, third exercise, you can go back up into that tabletop or crab stance, and you're just going to add a little kick to it. Good. So you can do a couple different things with your hands. If you want to point your hands backwards like this, it really squeezes your shoulder blades together. If you want to hold on to the handles here of the slope or put your fingers inward, just make sure you're protecting your shoulders and you're kicking. Good. And we're doing this for 20 seconds, trying to keep those hips up nice and high. So try to look forward, try not to look side like this, like I'm doing, and we're going. And I'm watching the clock here. We've got halfway there, really squeezing those shoulder blades together, trying to keep that core nice and tight, the hips high for 3, for 2, and for 1, and then lowering down with control. All right, from here, we're gonna get up, and we're alternating here between the uphill and downhill lie. So now you're gonna hold this with your back arm only, and now we're on a down slope right here. And now rehearsing your back swing and your forward swing on the down slope. So I like to alternate the golf swing exercises with the core exercises. First of all, it makes it more golf-like, kind of stretches you out in between. It's a good way to rest. So we're working on our fitness, working on our golf at the same time. So that's what cardio golf is all about, getting your heart rate up, using your muscles. Good, and then go ahead and do that with your lead arm. Hold, try to stretch that arm there. You're on a down slope, so use the down slope to go down through and follow through. So you don't want to do this on the down slope. You don't want to do this on the down slope. You want to stay at the same angle, and you want to use the slope to push off, to use some power. So where a lot of people would go wrong is that they would try to help the ball up in the air. So by getting on this down slope right here, guys, this really helps you learn how to shift your weight. Great. All right, now we're gonna go back to doing some core and cardio exercises. Again, I'm keeping this low impact, so there's different ways. You can also go a little higher impact on this, but I like low impact because you can still get your heart rate going, but it's also gentle on your joints. All right, so from here, let's do some squats. So you're on the slope. Again, because it's curved, you have to really stabilize those muscles, grab onto the slope, spread out your toes, kind of get a good grip right here. And then, so this is level 1, we're gonna do squats right here. So this is challenging, trying to keep your heels pressed into the slope. Try not to let your heels come up right here, keeping your core nice and tight. All right, and then if you wanna go and get your heart rate up, get a little bit more core, then you would actually raise your arms above your head as you squat down. So this is really get your heart rate going. Squats are a total body exercise. Squats are great for golfers. Also, the quality of your squat will determine the quality of your setup, of your posture, of your body motion. So you want to make sure you have a nice squat, because that will determine what you can do in your golf swing. I'm watching the clock here. We've got 3 more seconds. 2 and 1. Good. All right, a couple other ways to do squats, just to demo here. You can do elevated heel squats. My stepdaughter, Olivia Jansen, who's a personal trainer, likes to do these with her clients because you can get down deeper with those heels elevated. So this is a great way to do squats. They're a little bit of an assistance. So you can do elevated heel squats. You can also do elevated toe squats. So the balls of your toes would be more on the floor, and you can kind of hinge from your toes, and then you can do elevated heel squats. And this is a lot of ankle mobility right here. Great way to modify your squat. Mix it up a little bit. Great way to use this slope. Great. All right, from here, we're going to go back and we're going to do some lunges with twists now. All right, so I'm using this club the whole time. If you want to modify, you can ditch the club. If you want to, you can even add a hand weight or a medicine ball to up it a little bit. But we're going to do a lunge, and now we're going to add a little bit of a twist, make it more golf-like. So alternate. So get down low and then add the twist. Try to avoid this, twisting and lunging at the same time. So you want to stabilize your lower body. Get down into that squat and then add the twist. It's the same motion that you use in the golf swing. Your upper body rotates over that hinged hip. So you want to get down low and then add the twist. And try to line your toe, your knee, your hip up, and then really try to get your back to the target on the backswing, and then your tummy to the target on the follow through and twist. So core, lower body, also heart rate is getting up there if you go down low and push off high. So this is one way to do a lunge right here. All right, one more time on each side, and then we're gonna do the reverse lunge. This time we're gonna start with the back leg and then rotate over the front leg and alternate. So doing that same motion, we're just getting in a different position with those hips. So working those hips in different motions. So great way to get your heart rate up. Good way to work on that rotation. You guys have heard of separation of the upper and lower body that you need in golf. So this is a great way to do it. So let's do 4 more. 3 more. 2. And last one. Great job. All right, from here, we're going to go right into our golf swing exercise. Again, this time, you're going to put both hands on the club. So if you have any issues with your grip, want to make sure you're keeping that club face square, visit CardioGolf.com and type in the search bar, grip, setup, posture, and a bunch of tips will come up. So now, get into your upslope right here, and just rehearse that backswing. So feel how your upper body rotates over the resistance of your lower body. So you wouldn't want to do this right here, like this. You wouldn't want to raise up like that. Look down at where a ball is and try to get into your dream backswing position. Imagine Dustin Johnson at the top, Rory McIlroy, those arms really nice and long, Ernie Els, whoever you want to think about, get that nice position at that top right there. Not everybody has the same position, but what they do is they all create some tension at the top where those arms are nice and high, big swing arc, so they can carry a lot of power on the downswing. All right, then, I'm just moving this so I can keep in the frame. Then you want to go ahead and go on the downslope and do those same thing with the full swing. So get into your posture right here and then really work on your backswing and go through. So now you can go a little bit faster and work more on your swing as if you're striking a ball. So you wouldn't go back like this. You would just let the slope take you towards the target. Don't fight gravity. Let the ball get in the way. Try to create some club head speed. When you finish, that club should hit you between the shoulder blades. You don't want to stop your swing like this. You want it to keep on going. Good. Here we go for 4, for 3, for 2, and last one. Good. All right, alternating those core and cardio exercises with swing drills, which is really great. All right, last little sequence right here, and then I'll let you guys go. So we're gonna do a little bit more of a core and a twist. So what you can do is you can just put the club like this, hold, and really hugging your elbows right here. And we're gonna do a little squat with a twist. Squat with a twist right here. So you're squatting down, really keeping that core nice and tight, standing up, keeping the core tight, and then adding the twist. So in the golf swing, you're loading your weight, shifting your weight, twisting in different directions. So you want to do exercises that don't exactly look like the golf swing, but have those same kind of movement patterns. So squat, and then add the twist. Be gentle on your joints. Keep your belly pulled in. So you don't need to do this right here, like really violent. You want to try to keep your core nice and tight and twist. So we'll do 20 seconds on this side. Last 2. And then you want to move over and make sure you do the other side. So you add the squat, and now you can do the forward swing. Or do it as if you were a left-handed golfer. So you squat, and then this would be my left-handed backswing right here. So it's good to practice opposite swinging because that will balance out your muscles. So squat, and then twist. Squat, and then twist. And keep going for 3, for 2, and for 1. Good. All right, let's just add a little bit of movement to finish this workout in. So you're just holding the club like this, and we're just gonna do some side-to-side lateral motion right here. Get those inner and outer thighs. All right, I'm gonna keep it low impact so that you can understand what I'm saying, so heart rate doesn't get too high, but you can add a little hop to it and go faster, up and down. That's a great way. You can also add a little lunge, come back up, and then do the lunge like this. So there's tons of great exercises to do to move in that lateral motion, get your heart rate going. So the step is getting your heart rate up. We're on a curvature, so it's working our core a little bit more. So if you want to get your own slope and shorty club, go to CardioGolf.com. I have a video subscription, so you just log in, and every week I give you a little workout plan of exercises to kind of balance out your muscles, upper, lower body, swing drills. All right, for 3, for 2, and for 1. All right, and then we're going to just do a little bit of a curtsy lunge right here. A little coordination here. Again, core, balance. And I know these don't look like golf swing exercises, but these exercises will really help you condition so that you can move better. Next, for 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, so here's our big finish right here. We're gonna do our back swing, keep our back to the target, and then do the follow through. And we're just repeating there. So try not to do this. Try not to turn and step over. The sequence is you load your backswing, you hold your back to the target, and then you unload and swing through on the downswing. So lateral motion, practicing. So do it as a right-handed golfer, or if you're left-handed, you're doing it left-handed, and then finish up doing it the opposite way. So now you're a left-handed or right-handed golfer, and you're trying to do the swing motion over here. Balance out your muscles. Nice. It's a great way to work out. Imagine if you did a few minutes of exercise like this every day. Even if you didn't get to the golf course every day, your muscles would be golf ready. Here we go for 3, for 2, and last one. Nice job. All right, while your heart rate's up, just let's do a couple of practice swings. I like to use the slope as an alignment tool. So I set up here, imagining that this is my target line. I'm going to go right through that window. The golf course is right over there. And then I'm just going to do some practice swings, checking my club face at impact. So what's great about this club is because it's short, you can check your positions. Now let me show you how to do that. You want to swing back, looking at where the ball is, and then you can check your position. Don't do this. So you can check, and then you can go to the top, check your downswing, stop at impact, check your impact, you can check your release, and then your follow through. So if you got into your swing positions every day, getting that club into a good position, you don't want it across the line, you don't want it laid off, you don't want your arms up high or down low like this. Just trying to get into a good position at the top. Coming from the inside on plane, keeping that club face square, and then following through. So again, the club face at impact is probably the most important thing of the whole golf swing. So if you have a short practice club like this, you can check your club face at impact. It's closer to your hands. When you have a long club, it's so far away, you're not really sure what's happening. So it's really great. All right, so once you do a few positions and just check the positions, then you can kind of get your heart rate down and do some nice smooth practice swings, imagining your target, trying to go through full range. So those hammies are nice and loose so you can keep your rear end out. You're not shooting your butt in like that. Nice full range of motion. You're really loading into your backside, shifting your weight, pushing off, finishing in a little bit of an angle, not standing up out of your shot. And then just to finish up, guys, you can do a few fast practice swings. So what's great about this club, there's no judgment of where the ball is going. so you can swing hard and not worry where the ball goes. So you can learn to increase your club head speed. That's how you get power. So I like to finish up by trying to swing as fast as I can. The rule is start over each time and finish and balance. Even hold your finish. Watch that ball fly down the fairway. Good. Try not to stop your swing, let go like this. So try to really finish and balance like you're taking your picture. My coach when I was a kid said, finish like the girl or the guy on top of the trophy. And that's your CardioGolf Live workout for today. So thanks for tuning in. I'm going to keep doing this until I get to teach CardioGolf Live in person. So check out the Shorty Practice Training Club, the CardioGolf Slope, and my CardioGolf video subscription. You can get one or you can get the whole package together. If you want more information, info@CardioGolf is my email. And I'd love for you to comment, like this video, and keep checking out CardioGolf Facebook page for more workouts like this. So appreciate it. I'm out. I'm Karen. See you next time.